Episode 63, Kicking It with Kaz. This is a nightmare. Welcome to the show. I'm very upset today. I'm not happy. I'm not joyful. I'm not joyous. I'm recording this episode inside of my garage. It's 35 degrees outside. My house, it's a nightmare inside there. Everybody's home. So I'm sitting in my garage. It's 35 below. I'm freezing my fucking ass off. This was one of my family members I did. They were like, why don't you just record in the garage? Why don't I just put my head inside of a fucking cryo tank and wake me up in 150 years when I don't have to deal with your bullshit? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Listen, it's almost 2023. We need to be positive, okay? Like I said, I'm in my garage, like that guy who scams people on the internet. Who is that guy? Tai Lopez, right? That's his name. I'm in my garage with my knowledge and my Lamborghini. There's not a lot of knowledge in this garage, but there is a lot of chemicals. So, if this episode starts to go south, maybe I'll drink a few. That's not really a joke, to be honest with you. I'm not really happy to be out here. But I'm excited to be here. Regardless, I'm in the garage, like I said. It's freezing cold outside, but I still got my ice cough. It's 35 degrees, and I got an iced cup of cough. It's actually beautiful. There's something so beautiful about this life that a lot of you don't realize. I'm literally going to have a fucking aneurysm if I hear one more plane. And I don't even say that lightly. Like, I really do wish one more plane, if I do hear one more plane, that somebody would open that garage door and shoot me directly in the head. Just so I don't have to deal with this anymore. I mean, this is ridiculous. I got to move out, man. I mean, I gotta move out. I mean, I've been sitting on my ass for a while, kind of just thinking, I'm saving money. Fuck that, dude. Fuck saving money. Fuck that shit. I'm getting the hell out of here. I need my own space, my own time. I need to be able to record where I want, when I want, whenever I want. Anyways, it's 2023. New Year's resolutions. We're going to go over those later. I had you guys send some of yours in. Most of them were graphic and illegal, but I mean, listen, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to support. I don't know if verbally, I can say that I do support you, but just know that I support you regardless. I support you guys in all of your endeavors. If one of you murdered your wife, maybe murdered a couple of children, I'm going to be there for you. Legally, verbally, I cannot say that I will be, but just know deep down in my heart, I'm there for you. But yeah, New Year's resolution. It's exciting, right? It's a new year. This year is going to be the worst. We're going deep into a recession. I mean, I'm going to be all over the place. I don't even think I have any current events today. Let me just, first of all, listen, I haven't even written down any current events. I'm now realizing. But who gives a fuck? Okay. What's going on in the news? Okay. Here's the news of the week. Let me give it to you. I don't know. Fucking, some crypto billionaire just did a suicide. Probably the CIA says they have nothing to do with it. Other people died somewhere, probably. Terrorism, there's a recession, you're probably broke. That's the news. This is the news every week. Someone died. The economy's failing. Sports. Do you like basketball? Dude, that's what the news is. That's what the fucking news is, okay? Fuck your current events. Oh my God. Global warming. Everybody hates each other. You're either on the left or you're on the right. You can't be in the middle, or you're a Nazi. Everything's insane, right? That's the news. Fear. You should be afraid. There's a recession. Your children are dying. The vaccine. You need your 19th booster. Everybody's dead. And then after the commercial break, football. Woo! Football. Yeah, football. Woo! Do you like basketball? Do you like shooting basketball? Oh, LeBron's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Luka Doncic. Oh, wow. Did you see that big game he had? All right, anyways, back to our regular news. Everybody's dying. Be afraid. I'm sick of the news, man. That's all they ever do, man. That's all they ever do. No, seriously, though, 2023, it's new year, new you. Seriously, let's take this for real. I'm going to do a little 2023. I've decided I'm going to do a little dopamine detox, which doesn't sound cool any way you put it. I'm going to try, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit myself, and I know this is going to sound insane, 20 minutes of social media a day. some people who are chronically online just had a stroke and they can't imagine doing that. They're like, what do you mean go? What else am I going to do? What else am I going to do? I don't know, go outside? How am I going to argue on Twitter? How am I going to let everybody know that I disagree with them? Oh my God. Oh my God. How am I going to let everybody know that I don't like pronouns? Because it's different. I don't like using pronouns. It makes me afraid. It makes me afraid. I just like to be racist and drink beer. I don't like this. What do you mean dopamine detox? No, but I'm going to do but I'm going to do a dopamine detox. Really just detoxify, because I've been spending too much time on TikTok. I've decided I'm going to trade my TikTok time for books, for knowledge. No, I'm going to trade it for knowledge because I think it's important. I do read, which I know a lot of you find. Once again, I'm sure a lot of you are like, what, he reads? I thought couldn't even read, right? Because you're funny and you think you're a comedian. But I do read, but I read like a book a month, maybe. Maybe 2 books a month. Like this year in total, I would say max I've read 15 books probably, which I mean to the majority of America is, I mean compared to the majority, I am kicking ass. I mean, if I went up to the average American at a bar and said I read 15 books, they'd be like, what are you, at fucking Harvard? What do you work for the government? Look at this guy, Smarty Pants McGee over here. Yeah, I bet you never worked a day with your fucking hands. I'm just... Yeah. Yeah, while you're reading books, I'm building that fucking library with my bare hands. You read 15 books? Yeah, well, I shot 15 nails through my eyelids. That doesn't sound safe. Yeah, but it was fucking hard, because I'm hard. Yeah. No, I'm just... I was just saying that, I want to read more. Yeah. I bet you got a lot of reading time sitting in that cozy house. Well, I'm out here in the coal mines fucking sniffing coal and shitting black tar. I think you should see a doctor. I haven't seen a doctor in 87 years. I don't need a doctor. The doctor needs me to build him a home. I'm actually crazy enough. I'm actually growing out my beard right now, which I know it's probably hard to see from there because my beard comes in blonde, so it probably just sounds like I'm lying right now. Some of you that are watching probably think I'm just trying to gaslight the shit out of you. They're like, he doesn't have a beard at all, actually. But yeah, I'm thinking about I'm sorry. I need to pause for a second. I'm literally sitting on a fucking porch swing inside of my garage right now, and I can't feel my left knuckle. Like, this is insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get my own place. Okay, Patreon is coming. Okay, I'm bringing it back, and I hope a lot of you subscribe. I need to get the fuck out of here. Okay, I need to move out. I need to move on. I need to find something new in life, and I need to explore it. Okay, I need to get the fuck out of here, man. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm growing my beard out though, because Anthony, why are you growing your beard out? Well, that's a good question, and I'm gonna answer it for you. Because I want to it gives the illusion, I'm starting to realize that I got a real man's job, right? I work with my hands every day. And I get grimy and, I got a bunch of calluses on my hands, not because I work out, but because I move lumber. You know what I'm saying? And I drive semi trucks and I move lumber, I drive semi trucks, I drink too much and beat my wife. And that's kind of the look that I'm going for in 2023. I want people to be afraid of me when I have a white tank top on. I want people to call the police when I have a white tank top on and I'm just around. That's the that's the goal that I'm looking for in 2023. Is I just want people to look at me and be a little afraid. I want them to see me and go, that guy's a little bit scary. Hold on a minute. I got to put my gloves on. I put gloves in my pocket. I wasn't going to put them on because then people on TikTok are going to be making fun of me when I post clips. But you know what? 2023 too, I'll tell you what. Let's not care what other people think, okay? I'm going to post these clips, and if someone's like, why do you have gloves on? I'm going to say, I don't know. Why don't you have a girlfriend? Why Why do you have cystic acne? Why are you broke? Those are the reasons, when somebody wants to hit you with some fire, we fight fire with fire in 2023. I'm sick and tired of being Mr. Nice Guy. Not that I ever was, but I'm never gonna be. But yeah, 2023. Yeah, why don't we say that again? Yeah. How many times have I said this year? How about here's a fun drinking game. Every time Kaz says 2023, take a shot. My entire fan base is just fucking dead. You're all just dead. You're all just dead. I see on the news, mass suicide. Oh, man. Damn it. Damn it. But anyways, 2023. I'm going to be a new me. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to read more. I'm going to be consistent with content. That's for real. Consistent. I'm not going to miss a fucking week. I don't care if I'm in the hospital and I just lost a limb. I'm going to drop a podcast episode. No excuses, no nothing. By the way, podcast Thursdays, 1000%. It's going to be Thursday is the recording day. And then, son of a bitch. And then Sundays are going to be my YouTube videos. Or Thursday's going to be the release day, excuse me. Sunday is going to be YouTube release day, and that's what's happening. I'm excited for 2023, though. Like I said, I am going to change myself. For better or for worse. I'm hoping rolling into 2023, maybe I'll be gay. I don't know. That's always an option. I don't think I'm going to swing that way. I thought I was going to swing that way because Fox News, after I got the vaccine, like 2 years ago now, they kept telling me, they were like, you get that vaccine, you're going to be an infertile gay Nazi. And none of those have happened for me. And crazy enough, Kanye I don't even think he got the vaccine, but he's shooting 100% from the field. Well, I don't know about the gay part. That would be the only positive thing that he has going for him right now. If the vaccine made him gay, but I don't even think he got the vaccine. But yeah, he's shooting 100% from the field. I couldn't even hit one. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even hit one of those targets. I couldn't even, honestly, to be quite honest with you, the vaccine, I went, like I said before, I went to the nearest Walgreens when I heard that there was a possibility that it was making you infertile. Unfortunately, it did the exact opposite. Every time I come, it fills up a fucking liter of Coke. Like a liter of Coke. I came so hard one day that I started a 4-car pileup on I-90. I started a 4-car, dude, my cum, it's like black ice, dude. You don't think it's there, and the next thing you know, your car's flipped over, your knees in your mouth, and your son's crying in the back seat while asking why his eyeball is on the dashboard. You're like, I don't know, son. Man. Dude, I have viscous, if that's even the right word. I have very viscous cum. It's kind of like Nesquik, like that chocolate milk. It's kind of like Nesquik. I forget the word that they use for like the viscosity. Dude, the viscosity, is that the right word I'm thinking of? Velocity? No, the velocity, that's not what I'm thinking of. But the velocity is tremendous. I could hit when I come, I could hit a headshot from 15 feet away. Absolutely. I mean, the velocity on my cum is something no one's ever seen. It's been studied in a lab before. I've been taped down and experimented on by some of the most prestigious minds in our world. I mean, they couldn't figure it out. I've had grown men jack me off for scientific samples. Bill Nye was there too. He took some home with him. I don't know what he did with it, but all I know is that he's a good man. Bill Nye the Science Guy. But yeah, dude, that's what's crazy with the vaccine and everything. And it's just serious. I know a lot of you are sitting here thinking, you're going, Anthony, this is such a silly story that you just made up. No. This is like for real. Like, I thought it was going to make me gay, and I thought the vaccine was going to make me gay, and I thought it was going to make me extremely infertile. First of all, let's start off, like I said, infertile. I mean, I come so hard, I literally started a 3 to 4 car pileup on I-90. They've never seen anything like it before. It was an accident, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally I was sitting, and then outside my window, and then it went out. My window was open, and went out the window, and the next thing I know, I heard screaming and children crying, and it was a nightmare. It was on the news. They didn't know where it came from. It was all It was all a big bonanza. And on the gay side, instead of becoming gay, I actually got violently straight. I became more straight after the vaccine. And you're probably wondering, how do you get more straight? I stopped using umbrellas because, why would I want to keep myself looking nice? I should walk outside and get absolutely soaked. You ever hear people say that? They're like, yeah, I don't use an umbrella because it's gay. And I was like, what? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Yeah, if you use an umbrella, you like men. Okay. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. What, you don't want to be wet? What do you yeah, I love being wet. I love being soaked. Honestly, not using an umbrella. Like, their logic is already flawed. Like, it literally makes no sense, their logic, right? They'll literally just, people will just, they're like, oh, you use an umbrella, you're gay. It makes literally no sense. But now that I am thinking about it, if based on their logic, wouldn't it be more gay? Wouldn't it be gayer to just like clouds just fucking soak your face? Wouldn't that be more gay? Would that not be gayer? Like, listen, their logic, it's insane. It's stupid. It makes no sense. But based on their logic, would it not make more sense for it to be gay not to use an umbrella? I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think about it, But anyways, like I said, I became extremely straight alpha male, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. That's who I am. That's what happened. Anyways, let's move forward. Some things I need to get off my chest is that we're actually going to be changing the podcast in 2023. I decided to make this podcast next year into a lifestyle podcast. So we will actually only be discussing very intricate and intelligent topics. Some of those topics are as follows. Let me read them off for you. Things we're going to talk about. My penis size and how it's super big and girthy. Kind of like a tumor that you could suck. I'm sorry. I forgot that I wrote some of these. So this is like, I wrote these like 4 days ago. So like, these are like new to me too. Okay. Another example of what we're going to talk about on this podcast. Why I can only come to Papa Smurf while he cries? When did I write that? That's so specific and weird. Is there even a video of Papa Smurf crying? Why I can only come to Papa Smurf while no, I meant that. Another example of what we might talk about: why a woman having a body count over 1 means she's a whore, and how a woman having a body count under 1 means she's lying. I'm sorry, I forgot I wrote these. Another example, why? Okay, this one's out of pocket. I just read it. This is insane. I can't believe I must have had drinks in me on Christmas when I was writing these. But this is so funny. Another example of what we might talk about on here: why it's your body but my choice. Dude. You got to keep me away from the eggnog, man. By the way, just to throw that out there, I know like last week or 2 weeks ago, I was ripping eggnog to shreds and I was like, this shit's disgusting. What I didn't understand was I was trying eggnog without alcohol in it. I was literally just drinking mixer. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, when they're talking about how like Coke and Sprite, like those are just mixers. Eggnog, I was just drinking a mixer. Then my cousin made homemade eggnog, and I was like, I don't like eggnog. And she was like, there's whiskey in it. And I go, well, maybe I'll like eggnog. I haven't tried it ever. Dude. What I was making fun of was you guys just drinking eggnog. Like, just drinking regular eggnog is insane. Like, that's actually disgusting. Like, drinking eggnog without whiskey in it. Drinking eggnog without whiskey is like drinking Coke without rum. And That's got to be the most alcoholic sentence ever. You know what I'm saying, man? Could you imagine? Somebody says that to you, send them straight to AA. They're like, I didn't know they made Coca-Cola without rum in it. I didn't even know they made that. No. I didn't know they made that. Yeah, but I found out that the true eggnog is the one that's like 30%. It's basically like whiskey with like an afterburner of eggnog. Right? You're like, whoa, and then you go, okay, oh, nice little eggnog, cool my throat off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like. And I don't really care if I, whatever. You're under 20, whatever, dude. I'm gonna be 21 on the 22nd of January. My birthday's literally less than a month, guys. This is gonna be electric. What am I gonna do for my 21st, man? What am I gonna do for my 21st? Maybe get blackout drunk, end up in Tijuana, and fucking suck off a dude. That would be a good 21st, dude. That would be a hell of a story. Wake up in Tijuana with a cock in my mouth and fucking loose Adderall on the floor. Dude, that's a Hangover Part 4 if they ever make it. Call me. That's a beautiful storyline right there. That's something, man. Those are the stories you need to have in life, though. Like a lot of people, they like to live by the book. They go to school, then they get a good job, then a good family, make good money, but and is great. Look at Bill Gates. The guy's got billions of dollars. But I bet he never woke up with his dick out in Tijuana in a hooker's mouth with Xanax on his chest. I don't think he did. And I think that's why he probably built Microsoft, because he was probably busy doing important things. But I think doing what I just said is also important, Just throwing it out there, dude. I'm going to be honest, guys. It's so fucking cold out here, and I actually can't take it I'm so fucking cold. Like, I'm so fucking cold right now. I don't know if you could see my breath on camera, but what you probably can see is my will to live slowly depleting as each minute of this podcast goes by. This is getting insane. It's so fucking cold out here. I need to move out. I know I said this 8 times this episode, but I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm sticking to my guns. And I'm doing the right thing. What other notes? I haven't even looked at my notes this entire time. What else was I talking about earlier? Oh, I'm going to do a detox. Yeah. I'm going to do a social media detox. Me and Velko, my guy who did the little race with me, we're thinking about starting a little book club with the detox. If you guys want to get involved, I will put the link to it down below once I have it. But I think we're going to do like a little like detox thing or whatever, have a little book club, do a little live stream every week, talk about the books, just make everybody smarter, make everybody have a good time. I think that's what we're going to do. Just throwing that out there. I have, crazy enough, this year already, I actually did already do a detox. I did already do a detox from social media back in like May when I had my mental breakdown, but it was like a doctor mandated detox, and it was like really easy not to go on TikTok because my thoughts were kind of like unionizing against me. So I kind of had bigger problems on my hands. They were they were coming together. They were fortifying with picket signs, They were just, it was like, they were just inside my brain with picket signs just screaming at me, "You're worthless." They're like, "Everything's wrong." One of them just screaming. One of them in the back is telling me to go jump off a bridge or something. They're just out there with picket fences, and the SWAT team shows up in my brain during that time. Just fucking 8 different SSRIs and different anxiety medications just coming in with fucking riot shields. Just get on the ground. Get on the ground. Yeah, my brain. So I guess that was a weird analogy, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I've done a social media detox, and I remember it being not that hard, but once again, I was also having like a panic attack every hour, so I had different priorities at the time, I don't think not going on TikTok wasn't my biggest one, but I'm just the reason I'm doing the detox is because I'm just so sick of the content that's on my For You page. There's no way that it's healthy for my brain to watch some random dude in a back alley, fill a rusted drain pipe with 37 loose cigarettes and then fill it with concrete. I mean, it's, I don't know if you guys have seen these videos, but it'll be a Family Guy clip that's like literally not even a third, an eighth of the entire screen. And then I'm just mesmerized on the video below because I'm trying to piece through my head. I'm looking at this thing, and right at first I'm like, why do they have a rusted drain pipe? Where did they get this rusted drain pipe? Then they have then they're painting it like blue, and I'm like, okay, why are we? Then they pull out 18 loose cigarettes. I don't, where are you getting these cigarettes? They pull out 18 loose cigarettes. Then they have concrete. They're making like homemade concrete. I'm waiting for one of them to make a homemade bomb and live stream and then walk into a fucking Walgreens or something. I mean, I feel like I'm watching Criminal Activity. I feel like I'm watching the beginnings of somebody eventually looking up how to make a bomb. I don't like what I'm watching on the internet. It's getting a little bit out of hand. I don't know if you guys are, like I said, I don't know if this is just my side of TikTok, but it's either some random, most of the time it's jokes. Crazy enough, there actually isn't a lot of people shaking ass on my For You page. Sure, it's there on occasion, obviously, but that's really not my For You page. My For You page is like my For You page is like a bad trip on acid. Like it's like a Family Guy clip with a game underneath it, and then some dude in, I don't know, fucking some foreign country, maybe Vietnam, I really don't know, just sitting there and painting tape and then filling the cracks of the sidewalk with loose cigarettes and toothpaste, and I need it to stop. I want it to stop. It's too much, man. This can't be good for my brain. I mean, it's so new in society, man. I feel like we're going to be studied. Do you want to be studied? This is my thought. Do you want to be the one getting studied? Right? You want to be studied, obviously, for a good reason, right? If you do something good in the world. But I don't want to be studied. I don't want to be the one where they're like, this guy watched so many people put fucking loose cigarettes and tampons inside of a Coke bottle and then stick it inside of a hole and fill it with concrete that he went insane and murdered his entire family. I don't want to be a case study at Yale in 2056. I'm done watching that shit, man. So that's why 2023, I'm doing a social media detox. I'm going to read. I'm going to go back to our roots, you know? I'm going to go back to our roots. Maybe I'll forage. Maybe I'll build things. Maybe I'll actually sit down with my thoughts for once and not just fucking scroll through TikTok like an 8-year-old, man. Maybe I'll actually sit with my thought for once and not just be like, oh, Family Guy. Wow, Family Guy. I'm like kicking my feet in the air. I'm like, oh, Family Guy. Oh, wow, Stewie, you're so funny, man. All I know is that it feels like I'm doing the wrong thing anytime I watch these videos. I don't know. I'm going to change a lot next year, I think. For better, obviously. Well, maybe I might get addicted to vaping, though, because all my friends, dude, a lot of my friends vape and shit like that, which, like, by the way, no hate, no shame, absolutely, like, live your life, but they're not going to be living it that long. And so I'm kind of just sitting here and I'm thinking, like, they can't all die before me. Like, I should probably at the very least, start smoking cigarettes, right? Because I just, I mean, there's doing these vapes and maybe a couple carts as well. And I feel like I need to start doing them because I just can't imagine. Because imagine they all die first. I have to go to all their funerals. Imagine they asked me to do the eulogy or something like that. Like I don't have time to sit there and write material for shit that I can't monetize. I mean, maybe I could monetize the funeral in some way or another, Maybe I'll bring a camera, make a couple jokes. I'm sure the family won't mind. I mean, look at me. Does it look like I have time to write material that can't make me money? No, I don't have time for this shit. It's just, it's getting really, really cold out here. How far are we in today? Today's episode, no, it's not going to be shorter. I'm gonna try and make it, but it might be a little shorter. Okay, it's very cold out here. I'm sorry if it's shorter. I'm getting very cold. Anyways, what are some other things that I want to talk about? Have you guys seen that girl Alex Earl? If you don't know Alex Earl, she was like dating some irrelevant MLB player or whatever. And I guess I don't know. She's like all over the internet right now. She's like everywhere. I didn't even really follow her. All I know is I saw a video of her about going to some bar in Jersey, and she's got a lot of real estate. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but all I remember is that I saw a video of her saying she went to a bar in Jersey. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just look up Alex Earl Bar Jersey, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, she does have a lot of real estate, and it looks like it goes for a pretty penny. And I'm not. Once again, I'm not saying, I'm not being negative by any means. I'm just saying, and that's what I saw her from. Apparently, a lot of people. I'm not shitting on her either. She seems like a very nice girl. She seems like a great girl. Seems like a family girl. Seems like she's is really nice, which is refreshing too, because it seems like she's like, pretty and nice and like a good person. Also, speaking of like, just like, anyways, this is a terrible segue, but what's really funny, what I've seen recently is I love this time of year specifically when people ask like big YouTubers or really big TikTokers, and they're like, can I see do a Christmas haul. Do what you got for Christmas haul. And people are begging them, and then they when they finally show it, and they like, and this YouTuber with 5 million subscribers is like, I got this $30,000 Louis bag, and then all the comments are like, oh my god, people are dying. People are dying. They are homeless. People are dying. You're disgusting. I'm never watching your videos again. And I just find that shit so fucking funny because, like, you asked. And also, if you're like, well, and if the people saying they asked, if I'm like, you're asked, and they're like, well, I didn't know that she was going to, like, have, like, $30,000 worth of Christmas. They have it's a YouTube with, like, 5 million subscribers. They're not, like, just getting by. I don't know if you knew that. Like, they're doing very well, okay? So, like, their Christmas is going to be, they probably got a car or some shit, okay? You asked for it. I would have did a Christmas haul this year, but it just would have been, the fuck did I got, like, a shirt and some pants. I got a bottle of Fireball. That was probably my best gift, honestly. My cousin gave it to me. They're like, you're almost 21. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Thanks. I'm keeping it. They got me a bottle of Fireball, and then I think a gift card to like Chick-fil-A or something. So I'm probably going to use those at the same time one day. Just fucking waddle into a Chick-fil-A with Fireball in my hand. Can I get a fucking, can one of you pleasure me in the bathroom? Just so hammered. Yeah, can I get a my pleasure on my cock? Sir, sir, we're going to need you to leave the premises. No. Can I get a water cup? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Wait, you didn't say my pleasure. Well, you didn't buy anything. Yeah. Can you pleasure me in the bathroom? Can you pleasure me in my sedan? Sir, we're going to have to escort you out of here. Pleasure me. Cradle my balls and tell me I matter. Should we move into things that need to go away in 2023? That's a fun topic. Let's do things that need to stop in 2023. I got one for you. Number one, 35-year-old dads doing karate. Stop it. Stop. Okay? Oh, but I have a brown belt. You beat up an 11-year-old last week. I don't care what color your belt is. That's assault. Okay? I don't care. Okay, you're like, no, it's in a controlled environment. You threw down an 11-year-old in a strip mall. If you weren't wearing a gi, that would be assault. Okay? That's assault. I don't care that you're wearing a gi and, there's a nice elderly Asian man showing you the arts of karate. I don't care that there's a soft-spoken, gentle Asian man who I'm sure doesn't even want you to be in the class. Did you ask him? Did you ask this soft-spoken, gentle Asian man if he would like it that your 35-year-old ass with a wife and children at home was throwing around a 14-year-old girl? Did you ever ask him that? Did you? And I'm sick and tired of hearing it. Have you heard these people before? They come up to you, yeah, I'm a brown belt in karate. No, you're not. Yeah, I just beat up a black belt last week. You beat up a 15-year-old girl. A 15-year-old girl. Well, she was a black belt. It's really about technique. I don't know karate, and I could beat the shit out of a 14-year-old confidently with zero training. That doesn't say much. You are 35. You have a wife and kids. Did it ever occur to you? Did it ever occur to you that it was a little weird that everybody in the class couldn't drive and that their mom dropped them off and that you showed up in your Kia Soul with Pizza Hut in your backseat? Did it ever occur to you that it was a little weird that you're showing up, that you drive, that all the parking spots are open because no one in the class can fucking drive? Did that ever occur to you that that was a little weird, okay? And I don't want I don't need the sob story. I don't need the story about, oh, well, it's actually about self-defense. I need it for self-defense. First of all, you live in the suburbs. You're fine. Okay? You're fine. Second of all, it's for self-defense. Okay, has anybody ever jumped you with their fists? With just their hands and their courage? No. Okay? Guess who's... Listen, by the way, oh, well, I'm a black belt in karate. I'm a black belt in karate. Wax on, listen, wax on, wax off on these 11-year-old girls is not going to work when a 27-year-old puts a gun in your face. It's not going to work. What are you going to do? Oh, wait, can you put that down? I have to do my swan pose. Go to work. Go to work. Okay? God damn it. Listen, I get that you're trying to better your life, but do it a different way. Do it literally any other way. Stop learning karate. And I know I'm sure there's some people out there. Now, listen to me. I'm not saying if you're 35 and you've been doing karate your whole life, that's weird. No! If you've been doing karate your entire life, yeah, that's fine. Then that means you're an elite fight. You're an elite karate. I don't know what the proper term is, but you're elite. That's fucking sick. That's dope as fuck. Congratulations. You're basically Bruce Lee in my eyes. But if you're starting karate at 35, don't. I don't want to see it in 2023. I don't want to see it. Listen, if you want to go to the gym, right? Whatever, you want to go to the gym, I'm going to be very welcoming. If you want to start running, I'm going to be very welcoming. If you want to learn chess, fucking paint, music, whatever you want to do, I'm going to be so supportive, and I think you should follow your dreams. But I don't believe for a second that those 35-year-olds have always dreamed of learning karate. I just think you want to be able to touch 14-year-old girls without getting put on a list. I do believe that. I believe that. I just think you want to be able to touch 14-year-old, 11 to 14-year-old children without being put on a list. That's what I believe. That's why I don't like you people, because I don't really believe that you're better in your life. I just think you want to touch children without getting put on a list. That's not even really a joke either. I do believe that. I really do believe that. Whew. It's getting real cold out here, man. Fuck. These gloves are not as warm as I'm pretty sure these are actually running gloves. So the whole premise is like your hands get hotter and then the heat, it insulates the heat, but I'm not running right now, so they're not working as well. They're from Lululemon, though. It's like $50 gloves, which is ridiculous. They got to relax over there. Lululemon's got to relax, man. I bought a lot. That's where most of my shit came. If you're wondering what my Christmas haul was, it was literally just clothes from Lululemon. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, damn, like, that's a lot of money. I'm aware that shit's, like, kind of expensive, but it's the only shit that fits my weird-ass fucking proportions. Like, I know you guys are like, you don't have weird, no. I'm 6'2", but I wear a 32-inch inseam on the length. And I know some of you are like, well, that's not that way. No. That's fucking, like, Normally, if you're 6 foot, you wear a 32-inch inseam, or like 5'11", you wear a 32-inch inseam. I could even wear a 30-inch inseam probably, and it would come like just at my ankle bone. My leg, my torso, I'm 6'2", but my torso is 9/10 of my body. I'm like so long, and then like my ass is kind of fat, but then my calves are non-existent. And weirdly enough, Lululemon really caters to that group. They really cater to the fat ass, no calf group. And their pants fit me fantastic. And then their shirts are very wide, but then they get very skinny at the waist. And I got a skinny mini waist. It's just genetics. I literally have like a 30-inch waist. I'm not even fucking around. I could squeeze in a 29, not even kidding. If I suck in, I could squeeze in a 29. And so for that reason, when I get shirts a lot of time, they look very baggy. But once again, Lululemon, they make shirts for Dorito people like myself, and it fits very well. And that's the only, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm going to have this shit for a while. And that's like really one of the only places that sells good clothing for me. And honestly, if you guys are listening and you're like, I know a place that makes clothes for Dorito people, please send me the link, because $115 for a t-shirt is insane. Or it wasn't a t-shirt, it was a dress shirt, but still. Oh man, yeah, but that shit needs to stay in 2023. With the karate, I don't want to see anybody frankly anybody over the age of 20. If you're out of college, don't start karate. That's it. It is a little weird if you are in college, but you're at that age, whatever, 18, 19, okay, you're fighting like 17, or whatever, okay, fine, whatever, that's fine. That's normal. You're at that age gap. You're basically still a child. You can't, you could vote, but you can't, but you don't pay your own health care. It's a weird line. It's a weird line, You could vote, can't pay your own health care. You could drive, you can't drink, you could buy a weapon and join the military, but God forbid you step into a club, you'll get assaulted. And it's that fun age, dude. 18, 19, 20 are really fun ages in America. You're treated like a child. This is what it is. You're treated like a child, expected to know the knowledge of the adult, but don't get any of the perks of being an adult, while still going insane all at once. Also, last thing on that Alex Earls, guys, stop. This is for the dudes out there. Stop posting TikToks saying, "Hey, Alex Earl, I'm available." She just dumped an MLB player. You do finance. Stop making TikToks, please. It's embarrassing. Anyways, sorry. An MLB, do you understand what a professional athlete, she said, "You're not good enough for me." Just because you're a junior analyst making 75 G's in New York, living in a studio apartment, doesn't mean she wants some of that. I'm sorry. Maybe she does. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, last thing we're doing here, I promised everybody, I promised those listening right now, I promised you bastards. So you guys sent me in New Year's resolutions, things that you need to change in the new year. I was going to say whether or not these are good. This is what we're going to end the episode with. Instead of an advice segment, I figured New Year's resolutions. Like I said, just to throw them out there, what are mine? Like I said, read more books. Spend minimum 20 minutes on social media a day. I might bump that up to like 30 to an hour. Nope. See, I'm already trying to rationalize one. No, I'm gonna do 20 minutes, man. I don't need to be online. Obviously to post, that's one thing, right? I post my shit or whatever, but which is and I know my job is social media, obviously, but I mean, I'm just gonna, it's honestly, when I say social media too, I'm mainly talking about aimlessly scrolling through TikTok. Obviously, people that I like in people's content that I like to watch, I'm still going to watch that. I'm still going to check their shit out. But when I'm saying detox, I'm saying just randomly, aimlessly scrolling through TikTok or Instagram or Twitter, just aimlessly looking at shit that I don't even care about. That's what I want to stop. So I'm still going to obviously post nothing. It's not going to feel any different on your end. I'm going to post just as much, even more. I'm going to post even more. and do even more shit, but I'm just going to not allow myself to aimlessly scroll. Anyways, here's your New Year's resolutions. Let's go through them. Let's see. I screenshotted some. Let's go through a couple of these. Okay. Let's see. To suck more dick. That's the first one. That is an interesting pick. Suck more dick. Okay. Yeah, I think that could very easily be accomplished. Honestly, I think you're the only one that's stopping yourself from this. I think if you want to suck more dick, I promise you could get it done. You can absolutely get it done. You know, I'm sure you could find. I mean, literally, I think if you just send out like a mass text to every single person you know with a penis, I think you're gonna at least. I think 60% of those are gonna be a yes, and I'm confident when I say that. Another one, let's see. Someone said, pay off my medical bills and figure out my pooping issues. Okay, the first one is positive. The second one, I mean, maybe use those, you got those medical bills. Maybe we take that medical degree and figure out our pooping issues, shall we? You know, I mean, you're the one with the medical. You're the one with the medical bills. Maybe you should be the one figuring out your stool problems. Maybe that isn't something you share with everybody on the internet, but that's okay. I mean, whatever you want to share. Someone, which I didn't appreciate this, said, get you help. Fuck you. You're scum. I don't need help. You need help. Suck my dick. Another New Year's resolution. These are none of you sent sincere ones, and I'm a little upset about it. I'm sure some of you did, and you're sitting there like, mine was sincere. Why didn't you see that? There was a lot. Okay? And unfortunately, most of them were, only get divorced and remarried once this year. I mean, that's not a good goal. I'm going to be honest. Like, that's not a good goal. That's not a good goal. Only get divorced and remarried? Divorced and you're already planned. I'm hoping that your divorce just like isn't finalized. And you're just saying, like, I know for a fact I'm getting divorced, and then I know for a fact I'm going to get remarried this year. But wait, once this year? You got divorced and remarried twice last year? Oh, God. You got divorced and remarried twice in 2022? Do you live in a sitcom, or do you... Listen, I don't mean to be mean, but I think you're the problem. If this is, I mean, if you're already banking on your third divorce, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what are you, fucking Ross from Friends? I mean, you need to relax. You need to reel it in. I would love to know the context. I hope you're lying to me. I really do. I really do hope you're lying. Only get divorced and remarried once this year. Holy fuck, man. Learn how to eat ass without gagging. I think that's just part of the journey, to be honest with you. I don't think you could not gag while eating ass. Someone's resolution is learn how to eat ass without gagging. I mean, that's just a part of the journey. You know, if you want to get to the destination and you think that there's not going to be any skid marks in the road, if you will, well then you're just climbing, you're just fighting a battle that you're clearly not ready for. You know, you're climbing a mountain that you're clearly not prepared to climb. And what I'm here to say is, you know, I think your New Year's resolution should be learn how to gag while eating ass and accept it. You know, I think you need to accept it. Or, you know, maybe stop eating ass. I think that's, but I don't think that's in your repertoire. I don't think that was one of the options. I think you want to continue eating ass, and I support you for wanting to eat that ass. Somebody's got to do it. I'm definitely not going to. I'm not an ass man. Like I said, I don't like, we've been over this before. I don't like anyone in my back door, and I would prefer not to be in anybody else's. I would prefer not to be in anybody else's. But I mean, you never know. Learn how to eat ass without gagging, though, is a very specific. I don't really have any tips for that. I would say maybe, I don't know who you should ask about this, but maybe go on Reddit. I'm sure there's a lot of people on there who have a lot of tips about how to eat ass without gagging, unfortunately. Someone said they want to try and get into cryptocurrency. in 2023. I would not. I don't know if you saw what happened recently with the crypto people, but not exactly a good year. Not exactly a good year, but then I guess that does technically mean like it is down so much that maybe it is a good time to get in. Honestly, you might have just convinced me to throw some money into crypto because it's down so low. Sure, it could go lower, but will it? I don't know. That is the risk, though, you know? It could go lower, absolutely, but then it could also go higher. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing I'm excited about being 21, I just thought of this, betting. I always told myself I'd never allow myself to bet because I get way too invested in it, but I'm gonna fucking get a draft. I'm gonna get an account, dude. The day I turn 21, I'm betting. The day I turn 21, dude, I'm gonna start throwing money at NBA games. Start just whipping money, but I'm gonna cap it out. I'm gonna say if I get to a point where I lose $1,000, I stop. I'm done. But before that point, I don't see a reason to stop. You know, I'm sure when I go down 1,000, I'm gonna be like, but what if I win the next one? Oh, I'm sure that'll happen. But yeah, get into cryptocurrency. Why not? Dude, I mean, are there any good ones? Like, who the fuck? Okay, here. I finally found a decent one that isn't horrible. We'll end on a positive note today. How do you go to the gym by yourself so comfortably? Okay. This is positive, and I'm assuming your New Year's resolution is you want to be able to go to the gym more and or go to the gym by yourself comfortably. I would say just the headphones and think about the fact that literally everybody there, they're irrelevant to your life. They're just there. You know what I'm saying? Like when I walk into the gym, I walk in with a hat on, with my hoodie up and my Beats over my hoodie. And I know I look ridiculous, and I know people are like, this guy, but the message gets across, I'm not friendly, I don't want to talk to you, don't talk to me. I think, I would say if you could invest in over-ear headphones, those can make people feel more comfortable for sure. Even though I've worked on the gym multiple times with no headphones, I would say just going in there, because at the end of the day, like, I'm never looking at somebody and being like, oh my God, what exercise are they doing? Or, well, I mean, obviously, if you're doing like pirouettes with like in the cable machine and like, and then like lunging and then like doing like a somersault and like, obviously if you're doing extravagant things, I'm going to be like, what the fuck's going on? But if you're just doing regular workouts, like 99% of the gym, nobody's going to be looking at you. Nobody gives a fuck. You just the thing is about being comfortable is you just need to force yourself to believe that you're comfortable. Just gaslight yourself into thinking that you love the gym and that you love being comfortable here, and eventually you'll get over it, maybe, hopefully. That's the best advice I could give. Anyways, I think I'm in the first stage of hypothermia. I need to get in the house immediately. I'm freezing my fucking dick off. Thank you so much for listening. I hope the audio is good. I mean, obviously, I'm going to hear it back. Obviously, if you're hearing this episode, I thought the audio was good enough to post. New episodes every Thursday from now on. I'm going to start a Patreon. I'm not even kidding. I'm not going to be freezing cold sitting in my garage recording dick jokes anymore. I can't do it. I need to get out of here. Need to get my own place. Need to get away. Need to get my own studio. XYZ. So I will let you know about that. And other than that, rate, review, share. For the love of God, please share. I need it this week. I mean, fuck, I need it every week, but this week specifically, because I just got hypothermia for a fucking podcast episode. I can't. These gloves are not that good. I can't feel the tips of either of my fingers right now. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, I gotta go by the fire or start a fire. Rate, review, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, YouTube. Other than that, we end every episode like always do 2 claps and Ric Flair. So can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! See you next week.